What's going on, guys? Ben Bateman here for Action Industries with a movie review for you today. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Back to the Future Part 2, the 1989 genius film from Robert Zemeckis. Just an absolutely wonderful movie, and a movie I'd never seen before. It is movie number 42 on my list of 100 movies I missed, which is a project I started earlier this year. So the idea was to take about 100 films that I had never seen before, all from different sources, some off the sort of greatest of all time list, some suggestions from fans and friends, and finally sort of like odd movies in directors' categories that I had never seen before. So like I had never seen Black Cat, it's the only Michael Mann movie I'd never seen. I had never seen a couple of the Wes Anderson movies. Now I've seen all of them, stuff like that. And so I made the list of 100. I've been posting those reviews on Twitter under the hashtag 100 movies I missed for the last 9 months now. I've gotten through 42 films, and film number 42 was Back to the Future Part 2. So I've decided that as well as posting these on Twitter, I'm going to start posting these reviews here. I don't think I'll go back and retroactively review all of those films, but I will do my thoughts here on this channel. So, Back to the Future Part 2, really a pretty incredible sequel. You don't get action-adventure sequels that often that are able to sort of at least be as good or almost outdo the original. What ends up happening is that the director usually leans into a lot of tactics from the first movie that were really successful, tries to kind of duplicate those tactics. You go bigger, you heighten the stakes, you build out the world, i.e. John Wick and the sort of whole like Assassin's world. In this case, he incorporates some of the elements from Back to the Future Part 1 into the plot and ending of Back to the Future Part 2. Now, the characters are more defined. You get more Marty, which is a lot of fun. A lot of the stuff with Biff and the way that it kind of jumps around in timelines with Griff and all that, that's a lot of fun to see. I love that they address the sports betting because it's like one of those things you would think about with time travel that would be such an innocuous way to use your ability. Obviously, your rock star characters are there, Marty and Doc. And Doc is such just like an all-time kid-friendly action-adventure character. He's so special. Christopher Lloyd really did create something so great in that character, which is, I think, one of the reasons that Back to the Future kind of stands as, it's in that class of iconic film. There's not that many, right? Like, movies that define a decade or an entire generation, right? I mean, Star Wars, obviously. Forrest Gump is that kind of movie where it's like, you can say a line from Forrest Gump to someone who's never seen Forrest Gump, and they'll know what you're talking about. If you say life is like a box of chocolates or something, Jerry Maguire had kind of an effect like that. Three different quotes in that movie. Show me the money. You had me at hello. I feel like there's another one, but Pulp Fiction, movies like that. There just aren't that many movies that have an effect. And Back to the Future Part 1 is distinctly one of those types of movies. He really created something magical with that film. So, to do the sequel and do the sequel well was going to be a tall order, and I really think he does a great job with this. Now, I haven't seen the third film. I don't know that I necessarily want to, and I do question the validity of a to-be-continued ending to the second movie. It doesn't feel like it's wrapped up as well, and if it takes two parts to tell the story, that's fine. A lot of great movies do that, but I am still a fan of self-contained films, especially sequels that can stand on their own. And I do think that Back to the Future Part 2 can stand on its own. But on the whole, I really, really enjoyed this movie. I think I'd probably give this movie exactly an 8, probably down the middle. 8.0 feels like the correct rating. I believe that's what I gave it on Twitter. But those are my thoughts on Back to the Future Part 2. Go check out my Twitter, Ben Bateman Media, if you want to find the rest of the link to all the films I've covered. Just recently, like last week, I think I put up a list of the first 40 films I had covered. A lot of great stuff in there. You can see my rankings on all of them. Stay tuned. I'll probably be a couple times a week posting these on this channel as well. And if you guys want me to retroactively go back and start reviewing the other 40 films on video like this so you can hear my thoughts, feel free to suggest it in the comments. I'm happy to do it. Right now, considering I'm laid up on the couch, probably getting back surgery soon, it's about the only thing I can do. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back with more stuff soon. Action Army for life.